concerning to you, just with your analysis of that stretch there?
That stretch pretty much, I thought, really started on the pretty much when we gave up the shorthanded goal. I thought that's when it kind of changed the complexion of the game a little bit. We're on the power play, and you're supposed to get some momentum. You don't necessarily have to score, but you're supposed to get some momentum. And against a team like this, where they potent goal scorers, you got to try and generate some offense and not give up anything. So I thought that changed it a little bit, but not significant enough where I thought, oh, the rails are going to come off. Like, I still felt okay. And then we mismanaged 2 line rushes against, and they went down and scored. Goals 4 and 5 were really the backbreakers for me and our team, I felt. The ones that were the power play after, that's just like, that's frenzy of wolves feeding. They can score goals. That's all that was. They just smelled blood, and they went for it, and they got it. So, that's the way it worked out today.
What was said in that second intermission?
Not much. Just, it was cool. Like, it was just like we're just learning lessons, You learn a lot of lessons in life at different times, and sometimes you learn them when you're winning, and sometimes you learn them when you're not playing so well. So we just talked about the lessons I felt we were learning right now, and some things that we had to kind of not forget, like, later on. Like, and it wasn't so much like, oh, we owe them or something like that. It was maybe more of how we just got away from our identity in the game, and how we wanted to get that back, which we did in the third. Like, I liked our third, but you could say, well, why wouldn't you like your third? They didn't care. Like, at that point, they didn't try. But I just thought we moved the puck, got back to our identity a little bit, skated, did some things we like to do, and that's important, regardless of the score at that point. Like, we had some class, we had some discipline, we played hard, and I liked that part. So I was happy with that.
So the Heat will be playing the Stars again on March 4th, and it will be the school game with all the students from Abbotsford coming to watch. What do you think we can expect from that game?
Well, I think we're going to expect hopefully a tight checking game, kind of like what we saw last night. If we take the lessons we learned from this weekend series, things will be a little tighter. Between now and then, we just need to mature and grow up in some real critical situations, and that's experience. So you got to go through experiences in order to grow up, and we've got some growing up to do before we get to that point. But you should see a good game. It'll be exciting. The kids always, you get accustomed to playing in the American League. They give you a ton of energy, so we're looking forward to that game.
You went with Olivia Watt tonight. You still have to go with that decision. Was it something where Yanni got in a little later than you would have liked, or just rolling with Watt having played well this week?
No, I think just going with Wah. Just, at this level, we're at development. It's a development level, and it could have been really easy for most people to just say, well, Ordio's back, like, da-da-da, here we go. Like, nah, I didn't da-da-da that one. Like, I told Orts he's not going to play, and Jordan Sigalet and I talked about that last night after the game, and we just felt that he was carrying the team. And Orts, 2 out of the 3 games he was in the NHL, he didn't even sit on the bench. He can't sit on the bench in Montreal. He can't sit on the bench in the island. The only bench he sat on was in Philly yesterday afternoon. So I just felt that he probably wasn't in touch with it as much as we'd like, and I thought Olivier deserved the net very appropriately, and he got it. So he did a good job. Unfortunately, we didn't play very well in front of him, on a couple of those goals, but hey, that's part of life. It started in the first shift of the game, basically the first shift and a half like that. That obviously didn't work out well. So, but I thought Olivier deserved it. No, not as of well right now. I don't know his status. He's getting better. He's working at it. But it's still a process. So he's not been cleared. So he won't start on the road with us this week. No.
What does the All-Star break look like for you guys now? You guys actually have a couple days off and you can be on the road?
Yeah, we won't have a skate with a team until Friday morning. Pre-game skate play Friday night. So we all land in Raleigh because we're playing in Charlotte in Raleigh. Playing them at their NHL building, so we'll arrive there Thursday night as a team. Most guys are leaving out of here Thursday morning, and guys that are traveling throughout the world will all get themselves into Raleigh. Thursday night we'll meet to have a video session Friday morning and get right back at it Friday night. Similar to the Christmas one, exact same. Yep.
Shane O'Brien talked about discipline being the main reason for this loss today. If you asked the coaching staff, would you agree with that statement?
Yeah, discipline's deeper than just penalties, though. Discipline was system discipline too. Like we lost some system discipline, and we're a tempo team. We're a rhythm team. We need to play with at least 3 lines rolling all the time. We need puck possession. We got away from that today. So our system discipline was as much as a part of the process as it was just discipline relative to penalties. And, the penalties, you got to feel the referees. And we should have felt them a little bit better last night. They were a sensitive pair. So we got to adjust, and we didn't adjust very well.
Next question. Great.
Shane O'Brien scored his first goal of the season. Just as a coach with a veteran guy like that, how is that for you?
Well, it's good. I mean, Shane O'Brien isn't going to score a ton of goals in his life. It's no disrespect to him. It's just the fact, especially shorthanded in front of the net. I don't know if he'll ever get another one of those, so you better enjoy that, Shane. He's been great for us. He's been a breath of fresh air. The one thing I would say is kind of like we've had some other comments about players. Like I always, you work real hard in this business. It's a tough business. And, ultimately what is a player, whether you're watching this tape and you're 8 years old or whether you're 58 years old and you play in a senior men's league, why do you play the game? You play a game to score a goal. That's the bottom line. Every time you put on the skates, you want to score a goal. So that is the reason why we play. The most important part of the game is the puck, and so I was happy for him. He deserves it. He's been great for us.
Last question. Okay.
All right, thanks.